Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The Los Angeles Dodgers made a significant move before the Major League Baseball trade deadline of 2025 by trading their right-handed pitcher Dustin May to the Boston Red Sox. This deal sent shockwaves through the baseball community as May had been viewed as a promising arm within the Dodgers pitching staff, despite some struggles with consistency. In exchange, the Dodgers acquired two outfield prospects, James Tibbs III and Zach Earhart, signaling a strategic investment in the future rather than holding on to an uncertain present. This trade marked the most notable change to the Dodgers' major league roster during the deadline period. While another transaction involved James Outman heading to the Minnesota Twins for pitcher Brock Stewart, that deal was seen more as a depth move given Outman's limited action with the Dodgers this season. Outman had appeared in just 22 games for Los Angeles in 2025, a far cry from the expectations placed on him after a standout rookie campaign. Dustin May's departure was shaped by several factors that went beyond just performance numbers. On the surface, May's statistics reflected a pitcher who had moments of effectiveness, but overall struggled to find consistency on the mound. His earned run average stood at 4.85, a figure that indicates he allowed nearly 5 runs per 9 innings on average. Meanwhile, his fielding independent pitching, or FIP, was slightly better at 4.69, suggesting some elements of bad luck or defensive shortcomings behind him. He maintained an impressive strikeout rate with over 8 strikeouts per 9 innings, but was offset by a high walk rate of nearly 4 free passes every 9 frames, which often put him in difficult situations. Beyond the raw numbers, what truly influenced the Dodgers' decision to part ways with May was the evolving makeup of their pitching rotation and May's own preferences. With Blake Snell set to return to the rotation, the Dodgers projected a 6-man rotation consisting of Snell, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Tyler Glasnow, Shohei Ohtani, Clayton Kershaw, and Emmett Sheehan. In this star-studded group, May's role became less clear, and it appeared the team envisioned him transitioning to the bullpen if he were to remain in Los Angeles. However, May had made it clear that his desire was to continue as a starting pitcher, and the organization respected that stance. General Manager Brandon Gomes shed light on the internal conversations that led to the trade. He emphasized that May was never the one pushing for a move, but rather the Dodgers took it upon themselves to find the best path forward for a player who had contributed to the franchise over several years. Gomes noted that while the team saw May as someone who could still be impactful in a relief role, they acknowledged the importance of his mindset and ambitions. This mutual understanding led the Dodgers to explore options and ultimately accept a deal that aligned with May's goal to start games, a role Boston was prepared to offer. This move was not just a simple roster adjustment, but a reflection of the complex dynamics between player development, team needs, and individual aspirations. The Dodgers' willingness to accommodate May's preferences demonstrated an organizational culture that values communication and respect for its players, even when difficult decisions must be made. At the same time, the Dodgers made a secondary, but still significant trade involving James Outman, a player whose trajectory has seen ups and downs. Outman's initial rise was impressive. In 2023, he finished 3rd in the National League Rookie of the Year voting, a testament to his early impact. Yet sustaining that level proved challenging, and over the course of the following seasons, he became more of a depth piece rather than a consistent contributor to the major league roster. This season, Outman spent much of his time in AAA with the Oklahoma City team, even though he had begun the year on the Dodgers roster during the high-profile Tokyo series. His performance in the minors was strong, boasting a batting line near the 290 mark with power numbers that included 20 doubles and 20 home runs. He also drove in 74 runs, numbers that underline his potential as a hitter and the reason the Twins showed interest. When Outman returned to the Dodgers' active roster in early July, it was in response to Enrique Hernandez landing on the injured list. However, despite the opportunity, Outman struggled to find his groove. At the major league level, hitting just over 100 points with 2 home runs and 4 runs batted in during the season. This dip in performance likely contributed to the Dodgers' decision to include him in a trade package for Brock Stewart, a pitcher who could provide bullpen support. For the Minnesota Twins, acquiring Outman represents a chance to plug a gap left by the departure of Harrison Bader, who was traded to the Philadelphia Phillies. Outman brings a blend of versatility and solid defense, qualities that fit the Twins' roster construction while maintaining control over his contract. This opportunity offers Outman a fresh start and the chance to establish himself as a regular contributor in the majors, a new chapter he appears eager to embrace. In a heartfelt farewell shared on social media shortly after the trade, Outman reflected on his 7 years within the Dodgers organization, describing the journey as more than just baseball. He spoke about the people who helped shape him both as a player and as a person, noting how proud he was of the player he has become, someone his younger self would admire. He expressed deep gratitude for the opportunity to debut with the team that drafted him, and for the privilege of wearing the iconic Dodger blue night after night. Outman's message was filled with appreciation for the fans, teammates, and coaches who supported him along the way, revealing the emotional side of a professional athlete's life. The connections forged in the clubhouse and on the field that transcend wins and losses. As he turns the page to this next phase in Minneapolis, he promised to give everything he has, fully committed to representing the Twins with passion and dedication. Looking at the bigger picture, the Dodgers' moves reflect a team that is carefully balancing present competitiveness with long-term planning. Trading a pitcher like Dustin May, who has the talent but was caught between roles, in exchange for promising outfield prospects, aligns with the organization's philosophy of sustained success. At the same time, addressing the bullpen with the acquisition of Brock Stewart, while moving on from Outman, underscores the ongoing adjustments necessary to keep a deep roster functioning smoothly. For Boston, adding May brings a potential rotation piece who fits their immediate needs, especially with his insistence on starting games. This trade could be mutually beneficial, giving May a fresh environment to prove himself as a starter while allowing the Dodgers to solidify their pitching staff in a way that suits their overall strategy. The ripple effects of these transactions will be watched closely by fans and analysts alike, as they could influence how the final months of the season unfold for all teams involved. Player development, chemistry, and performance under new circumstances all factor into the unpredictable nature of baseball, making every trade deadline decision a pivotal moment. In the end, what stands out is how these moves are never just about numbers or contracts, but about people, ambitions, and the pursuit of dreams. Whether it is a young pitcher seeking to carve out his place in a crowded rotation or an outfielder chasing a second chance to shine, these stories are at the heart of what makes the sport so compelling. As the dust settled from the trade deadline, whirlwind, the Los Angeles Dodgers found themselves navigating a pivotal moment in their pitching staff's evolution. The decision to trade Dustin May to the Boston Red Sox was not made lightly. It was a complex calculation, weighing present roster needs, player aspirations, and long-term strategy. May's case is emblematic of a broader challenge in Major League Baseball: how to manage talented arms who fall into a gray area between starting rotation and bullpen roles. For the Dodgers, a team chasing championships and built on pitching depth, finding the right balance is critical. May's journey with the Dodgers has been marked by flashes of brilliance, shadowed by bouts of inconsistency, often hampered by injuries that limited his innings and disrupted his rhythm. Throughout his time in Los Angeles, fans and coaches alike recognized his potential to be a frontline starter, but the reality of a rotation stocked with elite pitchers made it difficult for him to secure a permanent spot. The arrival and health of Blake Snell, the dominance of Shohei Ohtani both on the mound and at the plate, and the presence of veterans like Clayton Kershaw created a highly competitive environment where roles needed to be clearly defined. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. In an unexpected turn of events, Major League Baseball, MLB, has reportedly announced an addition of 5 victories to the Los Angeles Dodgers record this season, causing a whirlwind of speculation and excitement throughout the sports community. While the official reasons behind this controversial decision remain shrouded in mystery, insiders suggest it could be tied to a series of review processes involving disputed plays and umpiring decisions that potentially altered the outcome of critical games. The Dodgers, already one of the most dominant teams in recent history, would see their standing dramatically improved, potentially reshaping the playoff landscape entirely. This development has ignited fervent debates among fans, analysts, and rival teams who question the implications of such a move on the integrity of the league and the fairness of competition. With the MLB yet to release a detailed explanation, rumors continue to swirl, hinting at internal pressure and negotiations that might have led to this groundbreaking update. Should the adjustment stand, the Dodgers would not only solidify their grip on a playoff berth, but might even alter the balance of power within the National League, prompting teams to reconsider their strategies and roster moves. The controversy also opens the door to discussions about the role of technology, instant replay, and league governance in maintaining a level playing field. As whispers circulate around clubhouses and sports media, the broader baseball community awaits further clarification on what could be one of the most unprecedented mid-season record changes in MLB history. The impact of this sudden announcement on the Dodgers season trajectory cannot be overstated, as the addition of 5 wins could be the difference between a wild card spot and a division title, or even the seeding that affects home field advantage deep into the playoffs. Speculation abounds regarding which specific games were under review and how the league's decision might retroactively affect statistics, player performances, and even award considerations. Some insiders speculate that controversial umpiring calls in tightly contested games against division rivals could have prompted the MLB's unprecedented intervention. The ripple effect of this decision may extend far beyond just the Dodgers, influencing other teams' standings, morale, and the overall competitive balance. Rival franchises are reportedly lobbying MLB officials for a comprehensive review of the ruling process, arguing for transparency and consistency in any future adjustments to game outcomes. Fans on social media platforms have erupted in a mix of celebration and skepticism, with some lauding the Dodgers for what seems like a deserved correction, while others decry it as unfair manipulation of the standings. The looming question remains: what precedents will this set for future seasons, and how might the league safeguard against potential controversies sparked by such mid-season record changes? As the story unfolds, all eyes remain glued to MLB headquarters for an official statement that could either quell or fuel the growing firestorm. Amidst this buzzing speculation, questions about the internal mechanics behind the MLB's decision-making process have become central to the discourse. Sources close to the matter hint at a behind-the-scenes committee that painstakingly reviewed game footage, umpire reports, and player appeals, culminating in a vote that narrowly favored the record adjustment. The involvement of advanced analytics and newly implemented AI review systems is rumored to have played a critical role, offering the league unprecedented accuracy in identifying errors that previously went unnoticed. Such technological integration, while heralded by some as the future of fair play, also raises concerns about the human element in baseball and whether automated systems should wield such power in changing game results after the fact. Furthermore, this situation raises ethical dilemmas. Should teams accept these post-facto corrections as final? Or should players and managers have avenues to contest decisions that impact their careers and legacies? The Dodgers clubhouse reportedly remains cautiously optimistic, aware that while the victories boost their standing, the cloud of controversy may also cast a shadow over their accomplishments. Meanwhile, other teams are alleged to be preparing formal appeals or requests for similar reviews of their own contested games. This unprecedented scenario has also captured the attention of sports law experts, who speculate on the legal ramifications if affected parties challenge MLB's authority in court. As these murmurs spread, the baseball world is poised at a crossroads where tradition meets innovation, and the fundamental principles of a sport are being re-examined in real time. The financial implications of the Dodgers' new 5-win edition are also fueling rumors about the broader business impact within MLB. Increased victories not only elevate a team's prestige, but can lead to higher ticket sales, merchandise revenue, and lucrative sponsorship deals. Industry insiders speculate that the Dodgers' boosted record will attract even more eyeballs and endorsements, benefiting the franchise's bottom line significantly. This sudden spike in success might also influence player contract negotiations, with athletes seeking bonuses or incentives tied to team performance, potentially reshaping payroll dynamics mid-season. Rival teams, noticing the Dodgers' enhanced marketability and competitive edge, could respond with aggressive trades or front office moves in an attempt to keep pace. The announcement has sparked talks about how MLB might regulate such mid-season. Record adjustments to prevent financial imbalances or competitive disadvantages that could skew the market. Betting markets, too, have been thrown into chaos, with odds makers scrambling to recalibrate odds and predictions based on the new standings. This financial ripple effect underscores how deeply intertwined performance and business are in professional sports, and how a single administrative decision can reverberate far beyond the playing field. As speculation continues, questions remain about how MLB plans to manage the fallout, maintain fairness, and ensure that this unprecedented scenario does not undermine fan trust or league credibility moving forward. In conclusion, the MLB's reported decision to add 5 victories to the Dodgers' season record has sparked a storm of rumors, debates, and potential shifts that could redefine the current baseball landscape. From altering playoff dynamics to igniting questions about the league's governance and technology use, this development encapsulates the complex interplay of competition, fairness, and business interests that characterize modern professional sports. Fans, players, analysts, and executives are all caught in the swirl of uncertainty as they await official clarifications and brace for the long-term consequences of what could be the most talked about MLB announcement of the year. Whether this adjustment is ultimately viewed as a rightful correction or a controversial interference remains to be seen. But one thing is clear. The Dodgers season has taken a dramatic turn, and the ripple effects will be felt across the league for months to come. The MLB faces a delicate balancing act in managing the narrative and ensuring that the principles of the game remain intact while adapting to new challenges and technologies. As whispers of appeals, legal challenges, and policy reforms grow louder, the baseball community watches closely, realizing that this moment could herald a new era in how the sport addresses controversy and fairness on the diamond. Whatever the outcome, this explosive news guarantees that the Dodgers, MLB, and baseball fans worldwide will be talking about these 5 added victories long after the season concludes. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.